Good afternoon, house hunters. It's Donnie Corum with the integrity team at RE/MAX and Colorado Foreclosure Deals. Here we are in front of 1402 York Street. You are not going to believe this house. We are talking about 3,000 square feet located on York Street, which is just off of North Academy. So if you know where the McCloskey Motors dealerships are, we're just to the, let's say, west of that. This is York right in front of you there, and just a gorgeous established neighborhood. Lots of people who live here. This is a neighborhood that's selling for about $400,000 right now, but this house is priced well below that. This is an opportunity on a huge lot. We're talking about a half an acre lot right here in the center of town. You just don't see opportunities like this very often. With a little updating, this is going to be an amazing home. Let's take a look. We're walking in to York Street, and as I mentioned, updating is the name of the game on this one. You've got some kind of outdated flooring here, but no huge deal. Most of what this property needs is purely cosmetic updates. It's a lot of it because it's nearly 3,000 square feet, but that does include an unfinished basement, which is extremely dark. This is a HUD foreclosure, so we won't make it in the basement today, but know that you have additional square footage down there. Here we are inside the living room. Really good amount of space here. Well, I'm going to head all the way down to get a feel for just the depth of this room. I'm not sure if you can tell by video here, but tons of space. The carpet is very dated, maybe original or just after original, so you will be replacing the carpet throughout, or at least giving it a really good cleaning, but more likely replacement is the way to go on this one. We continue from the living room into the dining room space. Again, one of the neat things is the windows have been updated. So these are vinyl windows throughout the property. You only need to replace those, which is a huge savings, maybe $4 to $5 grand worth of windows if you had to replace these yourself. So one less thing you got to worry about on that. Here we are in the dining room space. It's carpeted. Not sure if you want your dining room carpeted, so we may update the flooring here. And we continue on into a galley-style kitchen. Very long, plenty of cabinet space, but the cabinets are kind of outdated. Nothing huge here. We could paint them, update the hardware, couple of options, but bottom line is you're going to put some money into this kitchen if you're going to make this a $400,000 property, which of course is our goal, but we're buying it well below that, so the equity is definitely here on this deal. We continue on into a second living room space. Check this out. You saw one big living room, now we're in a second big living room. Big wide open spaces. You just wait till you see the backyard. We're actually going to walk outside. We'll let you see this house as deep as this yard goes on a lot that's right here in the center of town, just south of Woodman and Academy. You've got a half an acre lot. You're just not going to find that in very many places in general, much less in this location. You really want to take advantage of this. Here we are heading to the 3/4 bath / laundry room on the main level. And so there's your half bath, plus there's a shower. We're looking past there now, and then of course that's where your washer and dryer are going to go. So nice that it's not fully in the basement. A lot of houses built to this era put the laundry facilities downstairs, but this is Yorkshire Estates, and in its day, this was a very upper end neighborhood of Colorado Springs. So obviously a little dated now, but you're buying into a very established neighborhood. Let's head out upstairs to check out the bedrooms and baths up here. As you can see on the way up, the carpet is very dated. This is maybe updated, but probably in the 80s. And then you have carpet that's likely original to the property. So this is vintage stuff. You might keep it as a collector's item. No, I'm kidding. Just get rid of the carpet, all right? So we're going to paint this area. So you got a yellow room here. The windows are nice, little paint, little flooring. It's going to be race ready very quickly, and it's at a higher end price bracket on resale. We don't normally see foreclosures in this price bracket. Guys, to get the price, you got to click on the link on the top of the video. It'll get you there, get you more pictures and the pricing. We're heading to bedroom number 2. Same as before. Outdated carpeting is the problem here. A little bit of paint, a little bit of flooring, perhaps updating the doors. Again, if we're trying to get to $400K range, we got to look the part. But there's so much equity in this property that's totally worth doing these updates because you will still have a lot of equity left over, especially if you do this by yourself and build your own sweat equity. We'll continue on to bedroom number 3. I love this one because it's on the corner of the house, so it's got more windows. Very bright, very open. Replace the carpet, paint the walls. Don't worry about the windows, they're done. This does have a T-lock shingle roof, so that is a concern. Generally speaking, we might get it through insurance, but that's something you would be looking to replace at some point. The shingles are very outdated. They're not making them anymore, so that's something that will have to go eventually. And finally, the upper end bathroom. Well, not finally. We have dated floors, dated tile, What we do have is a lot of opportunity. If we add some nice countertops here, put some nice fixtures on this, take this out of the 70s as it were, and put some great fixtures on it, this could be a gorgeous house, but what we're really buying is a location. Where else can you buy this much square footage in this location and get a half an acre lot? You can't. It's very difficult to buy land in town. So that's where the real opportunity lies. And finally, the master bedroom. Pretty decent size, not huge, but average size master. Really dated carpet and wallpaper fresh out of the Brady Bunch. Check this out. Boom. We should swap that out. We should probably swap that out, right? So we're going to remove that, paint over it. Not much to do besides that. We continue into the master bathroom. And again, all original stuff. This was very popular in its era, so we're not knocking it. We're just bringing it into the times, right? There's some resurfacing options where you can actually paint over this to modernize it. You'd want to put a new fixture up here. Guys, this is not going to take a lot of money or time to update, but it is a lot of square footage, so you need to have some cash available to do so, or use an FHA 2 or 3K loan to finance in the repairs, which is a possibility. This is the master shower here. 3/4 bath attached here, and of course the throne room, both in the same room. So definitely got an antiquated architecture to it. But listen, we're really, again, buying locations. You got to factor in, we are easy access to I-25 right now, just a few minutes north. You got the Woodland Corridor right there, where a lot of development is taking place. This is prime real estate, literally and figuratively, but the neat thing is it's priced below market. I saw one comp with similar square footage that went for $417,000, okay, in the same area. So think about that. Well, once you know the price of this property, you'll understand how much equity you stand to gain if you buy this house quickly before the bidding war commences. Let's continue downstairs. I want you to see this backyard, and we will wrap this thing up. Once again, what we didn't see today is the unfinished basement, okay? And that's going to add another 1,000 square feet or so that you guys did not get a chance to see today. It's very dark, so we didn't want to go down there. You won't get much out of that. But do schedule a showing. We can take you to it in person. It's not so bad. Here we go, and we are out back, and I promised you a huge yard, but before we get to it, check out this covered patio, and if you can see that fence line way off in the distance, that's where we're heading right now. So we're going to head all the way out here and show you the full property line on a half an acre lot right here on North Academy. Just imagine that, right? You're looking for land, but you don't want to move out to Black Forest or Kings Deer. This could be your house. You could play a full game of tackle football back here, have all the space you need, set up a volleyball court, a tennis court, anything you wanted to do, because you've got all the square footage you want. We are still walking to get to the end of this lot. And when we get there, there's a storage shed out back to put the ride-on lawnmower you're going to need to keep up with this lawn, because trust me, you will not want to mow this one by hand. Getting winded on this walk. Look at this. Here we go. Touchdown. Look back now and see what we've got. A house way off in the distance on your own private piece of land. If you had access to it, you could put another house back here. You can't do that. Zoning won't let you do it. But you've definitely got enough space to do it. So there's a possibility. We're going to walk back, and as we're doing so, we're going to wrap this thing up. We are standing at 1402 York Street. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with a 2-car garage and almost 3,000 square foot of living space. But most importantly, it's got the wide open spaces of a half an acre lot included on board. Neighborhood comps are supporting in the neighborhood of $400,000 for a house in this neighborhood with this square footage. You can click on the link and find out just how cheap this one is, but you have to act quickly. Financing is available. You can actually finance in the repairs, meaning you could borrow enough of this property to buy it and then upgrade it to exactly what you want. Granite countertops, great. Stainless steel appliances, go for it. Whatever you want to put in this property, we can help you to do it with our financing. 2 or 3K can roll it all in, so you don't have to write it. Check. The house can finance it for you. So if you want to get involved, as always, click on the link at the top of the video here. It'll take you to our registration page where you can set up a time to see this property in person, or if you're really hot to trot, give us a call, 719-387-1122. We can get you scheduled for a showing on the 1402 York Street right away, but do not delay. Houses at all price brackets in Colorado Springs are flying off the shelf. With that, this is Donnie Corum with the Integrity team at RE/MAX and Colorado Springs foreclosuredeals.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are the future of real estate.